All right, Power. Be king. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown. All right, family. Y'all know I got two channels. Okay? Kingjahpower and the throne of Kingjahpower. I suggest you go over there to the throne and subscribe. Subscribe right here on Kingjahpower also. Like all videos. Okay? You want to hear facts reinforced by truth and research. That's what you want to do. You don't want to get that shit from some weirdo that's swarming around the internet. Okay, and it's a lot of them. Okay, and that just facts. Okay, and so I got a few videos that I want to play for y'all. Okay, now this first one I'm gonna play in a minute is Brother Brandon Pan Africanism Strike Back, and aggravating dude like a mosquito named nakmeezy. Okay? And the debate is the name of the African Americans. You see what I'm saying? And I got another video I'm gonna play of Kwame Ture in a debate with other African Americans on what we should be called as African Americans. Because it's a debate in the African American. Is we black? Is we Negroes? Is we African Americans? Is we FBA? And is we all kind of? You ask one black American what is he? You're gonna get 8, 9 different answers. Okay, and so Brother Brandon the show is xenophobia in the black community. Okay, and Brother Brandon done charged this guy nakmeezy, of xenophobia. Okay? Cause, xenophobia is when you don't like other people from other countries. And FBA and ADOS whole thing is to throw Africans and Caribbeans that come to America, throw them under the bus. Okay? And start creating a distrust between African Americans and Africans from the Caribbean and Africans from the continent. Okay? And so this is what this first video gonna be about. You see what I'm saying? And I want y'all to thumb up this video. Okay? Subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell. nakmeezy, I'm coming. Okay? And this ain't no sneak diss. Cause he these niggas will say King be sneak dissing. How is it a sneak diss when I put your name in the title? You see what I'm saying? That's kicking in the door. You see what I'm saying? Kicking in the door with the 4-4. Okay? That's what this about. Okay? And so, but we need to see on and put them on trial, just like Brother Brandon done. And Brother Brandon was exactly right. You talk about cooking. What the hell you cooking? Okay? Because you was getting smoked. Okay? Because if you African and you come to America and have children, a young man was on here or on nakmeezy show or somewhere, and they was doing a debate with a native African. Parents had a child in the United States and they was debating whether he was African American or not. And he was telling the little young boy he not African American. Okay? But he African living in America. Now, mind you nakmeezy say he from Brooklyn. Okay? He from Brooklyn or whatnot. But he living in fucking Switzerland. But the man is out here saying he the king of FBA, the gatekeeper of FBA. How the hell you the gatekeeper of FBA and you way in goddamn Europe? Okay? How does you the gatekeeper? Well, you ain't keeping the gate. How's you keeping the gate way over there in motherfucking Switzerland and shit? These motherfuckers over there eating cheese or whatnot. Making motherfucking little knife, Rambo and goddamn MacGyver knives and shit. You see what I'm saying? And I heard you ask Brother Brandon for a piece of that super chat. Negro, what? And you trying to come out on me on some economics. Negro, you better go. I done told this man. I don't know if y'all remember this video. when K Squad was in Africa. And we got into a little debate or whatnot. And, you know, they wanted to start showing the money that they had over there. So we put up, you know, both put up 100 or 50 or whatever it was. And so a lot of people that's been on my channel already know what it is because they the one was telling me to take the video down because that shit ain't safe to be showing no, you know, economics up on this screen. Okay? So that's not a debate. If you over here asking this man for $10 of the super chat. Boy, I'm a king, fool. I ain't just saying the shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm a goddamn ruler. And so you can't tell Brother Brandon, okay, to, you know, address you as you, and you calling yourself the ruler of a nation. You a gatekeeper. How is you a motherfucking gatekeeper, but you don't want to take full responsibility of the nation that you trying to protect? Okay, you gotta take, if you a ruler or you a king, that's why I say heavy is the head to wear the crown, because it comes with responsibility. Okay? So if I say I'm Kingjahpower, that means I'm taking responsibility first, my household, okay? And next, my city and my nation. And as far as, you know, the Black Power community is concerned, again, you can ask 10 black people who are they, and you're going to get 10 different answers, okay? That's just fact. You're going to get 10 different damn answers. So you dealing with a people of, dealing with an identity crisis, because as soon as we say, as Black Power, say we Africans, oh man, y'all don't speak that language, man. Y'all don't speak that language. As if we stupid that we don't know that the white man beat the language out of us and made us speak his language so he could understand what the fuck we was talking about when we was plotting on his ass on the ship and once we reached the New World. So this man trying to FBA, ADOS, Tariq Nasheed, Michael Moore, motherfucking Yvette Carnell, and now this little mosquito that's running around on the internet called nakmeezy or whatnot. Bzzz, all in your ear or whatnot. You how the hell is you a gatekeeper and you over there goddamn eating Swiss cheese, probably with a Muzungu woman. Okay? Period. And so I'm going to play this video and then we going to come back and then, you know, and we'll, you know, deal with the, you know, content of this video. Okay? Jahpower. Thumb up this video, subscribe to the channel.
Some other shit, but you can't even speak that language.
That's
See?
okay. But guess what?
Well, okay, so what's your African tribe? What's your African tribe?
Definitely. Oh, I'm a Fulani, baby.
So
And,
say something
and I got
for
Belanta. And I got Belanta both.
Okay, so sing happy birthday to me in Belanta.
You sing happy birthday to me in Ebonics. Yeah. I see.
See, the first thing they try to say to disassociate African Americans, okay? African Americans from the continent of Africa. Well, what's your tribe? What's your language? Motherfucker, we was taken from Africa. Okay? That don't motherfucking matter. We know that this America is not our home. That's all we the fuck need to know. We don't need to know what little tribe, you know what I mean? These niggas in Africa over there, you know, not as much as anymore, because Ethiopia and Eritrea and certain, you know, tribes that was battling, you know, outside of the Fulani and the Himbas and all that, they still battling. But a lot of tribes and kingdoms in Africa that made peace amongst each other. So that's not a fucking, that's a disingenuous, a retarded argument that means to try to say, oh, just because we don't know Twee or we don't know the goddamn metal netter, you see what I'm saying? Whichever little, you know what I mean, G's or whatever that people speaking in Africa, because our language was took. Have you ever heard of Dr. Khalid Muhammad? Everybody know that when you took it in slave and you took it into captivity, you gonna lose much of what you had before. Because the loser in war has the conquerors, okay, had to accept the conquerors mores, folk race, culture, language, and image. Okay? When you talk about a religious standpoint. And so you got Africans in the diaspora that don't know that what exact little region what they came from in Africa. All we know is we came from Africa. And at this point in time, that's all we need to know. All of Africa is yours. Don't listen to these niggas where you gotta go and pinpoint and all of this shit. You see what I'm saying? See, these the niggas that say try to keep you away from DNA also, cause then you get the pinpoint in little areas or whatnot. Though you ain't gotta do that. All you need to know is you from Africa. You know you not from no damn America. So you trying to protect the house that you don't even own. So that's just a lane. Okay, so let me run it.
Yeah, yeah.
I sing it to you in English, the same colonial language you speaking.
Yeah, Mr. Tucker.
Yeah,
What
Mr.
kind of Volanta name is Tucker?
It's a crack last name. Okay, I accept it.
Yeah, we both got cracker last names. And guess what?
Still an African.
And guess what? The Volantas that's in Africa don't have cracker last names. That's the difference, buddy.
Hey, fam, I got Fulani eyebrows. Say I don't.
You light skin like a Fulani.
Right, and don't forget. Yeah.
I never seen a Fulani over 200 pounds, and your ass is well over 200.
You saw one today. You saw the biggest one on the planet today.
I'll take half of that super chat too.
Consider yourself, consider it an honor. You met the world's largest Fulani. Thank you so much, Ragamuffin, and thank you also, who was that? Who sent me a little Nana? I'm sorry. Thank you guys all for the super chats. In case I missed you, you know I'm over here I got a tiger by the tail right now. This dude, you know, you real wild. But yeah. So the whole thing is this: ADOS FBA. I'll let you. I will agree. You can set the standards for that. You guys got that. That's all you, right? But as far as for African American, which is what I am, and which is what the majority of your FBA ADOS people identify as, you don't set the standard for that. Our ancestors set the standard for that, and this guy fits the standard. And it's funny that, why is it always ADOS FBA? We're the ones trying to, well, I'm not that, but, well, I am technically.
Now, what are you, bro? You're the Volanta, you're an FBA, you're ADOS. You're confused. You're confused.
Listen, no, I'm not confused because that's the whole point. You can be all of those things.
Okay, Brendan. You brought me on here because you were calling me xenophobic. Yes. Your evidence to say I was xenophobic, I'm still waiting for that.
Okay, let me. He said this one.
All of your talking points are xenophobic. Why? Because everything you say is to, cause disillusion and, distrust and goddamn, real off code information to, discramble our, yarn from Africa, from the, African American. They trying to disassociate you from Africa. So that's xenophobic. Okay? And if the African ain't no African American, you ain't no African American then. Okay? Why? Because just because using nakmeezy thinking, BB brain, using this little ass myopic way of thinking, man, if you use that way of thinking, then, if an African have a baby in America, it's an African American. Because he's saying they not, because they ain't come over here on the slave trade. Okay, now, you got a little point right there. But what are we saying? You don't define that issue. You don't define that issue until you can, you saying you the king of FBA. No, the hell you ain't. Joe Biden is the king of FBA. Okay? Okay, y'all the ones that voted them in. If you ain't black, if you don't vote for me. Brother Brandon, ain't that what they said? You have to link us up on your live stream or whatnot so I can go ahead and put the Superfly, Bruce Lee goddamn moves on his ass so we can goddamn move forward, man, because this Negro is stuck in civil rights or whatnot. He's still stuck. I was taking people up to the bus and the Million Man March. Negro, that's not no damn accomplishment. Dr. Clark said y'all went out there and did nothing but waste shoe leather. Then nothing but burn up some damn rubber and waste gas and put more money in the European pocket. Cause niggas caught planes and buses and shit. You see what I'm saying? And all them shits was owned by Europeans. Them goddamn hotels was owned by Europeans. So you don't get no props for that, Negro. Especially not with King. Okay?
For Knock, King of Ados.
Yo, thank you.
Okay. Because we know the reality, bro. This is all based on fear. You're scared that these guys are going to come over here and erase and replace ADOS. Because you, look, me and you, we understand the same thing now. This world is a competition. We just talked about this the other day.
Now look, yo. Now, y'all heard him ask for that $20 too. You see what I'm saying? You heard him ask for that goddamn $20. Now, if you sell this to him, ain't nothing but a little hustle. You see what I'm saying? When Black Power is out here and Pan-Africanism is out here doing real work. Okay? Doing real work. Okay? Doing things that mainstream media don't even, want to talk about, but you see we pop up in there. You see what I'm saying? They keeping watching eye on that shit. They got agents out here, black and damn white, and more than likely, black people see, black people, they'll let them on in or whatnot. You got to watch black people today, because there's Negroes out here that walk around like nakmeezy, just a very disingenuous brother. You know what I'm saying? His name is Hotep Killer. Nigga, they done formulated in their mind that, Hotep mean peace, nigga. And the peace sign is together too. So that's togetherness. So if you a Hotep Killer, you promoting, killing togetherness for black people. Okay? And so that's xenophobic, nigga. So I light your little ass up. You an old nigga and still a little nigga. You see what I'm saying? You's an old nigga and still a little nigga. You see what I'm saying? He the little dude brother that be trying to follow you around. Let me play with y'all, man. Let me roll with y'all. Nigga, go in the house. Go in the house, little man. You see what I'm saying? Now that we see Brother Brandon now roasted this Negro, you see what I'm saying? I shouldn't even give you a shot. You know what I mean? I shouldn't even give you a shot. You see what I'm saying? But I'll let you get up here. You will get on Brother Brandon show and we'll chop it up a little bit. I'm going to chop you up a little bit. And then, Black Power and Pan-Africanism and, the African Center community can move forward. Okay? Because there's a lot of people out here that's like this Negro. He's saying he not being, disingenuous and not xenophobic. But at the same time, you can't fight Africa and say you not xenophobic, nigga. We not gonna let you sit up here and talk shit about the motherland, but then try to big them up at the same time. See, he playing the two sides or whatnot, trying to play the fix or whatnot. That's just confusion. Don't ever be like these Negroes, nakmeezy, okay? Brother Brandon is a practical brother. Kingjahpower is a practical brother. And we that's what we do. You see what I'm saying? And, we put out true information on the internet, like it or not, period. Now, I got this other video now. Let me come up out of that real quick. Hold on. Let me get it together. Because I got it already pulled. Boom. Now, this a debate with, and this mainstream TV, okay? With Kwame Ture and these same type of African Americans and shit. Soon as they ass start losing debate on the identity crisis thing for them, because Black Power know exactly who he is. You know what I mean? And so soon as they start losing that debate, they go into, man, we some Indians, man. We indigenous. They been doing that shit. I showed the other day with who was it? The Sugar Hill Gang, I think. You know what I mean? Up there and shit, and these niggas black as hell and shit. They dress like the Apache Indians or whatnot. Promoting that saying, you know, I ain't black, man. I'm brown and copper. You know what I mean? That's what they go cop out to. That's the cop out section. When you start saying you indigenous and all that shit, the cop out. Okay? And so, soon as they start losing the argument, this with that. My mama and them was an Indian, man. They'll say any motherfucker that run any kind of way, any kind of escape route, they can run. Except the right way they need to run. Okay, now thumb up this video. Of course, I'm not this shit 24 minutes. I'm going to play much of this shit as I can. But, you know, I want to come in and we going to touch on some things. Jump out. Listen to this now.
Tonight, we look at one of the most vigorous internal debates in the black community in the past 2 decades. It's the issue of changing from black to African American. It had only been 22 years since the last major name change had occurred. It happened just after a white racist shot James Meredith, the first black graduate of Ole Miss. The shooting occurred on a southern highway as Meredith was leading a voter registration march from Memphis, Tennessee to Jackson, Mississippi. It so enraged student activist Stokely Carmichael that as he emerged from a Greenwood, Mississippi jail where he had been held for his voter registration work, the first words to emerge from his mouth were, "Black Power." It was the beginning of a major new phase of black confidence and self-assertion that captured the imagination and stirred the consciousness of black people all over the world. Now, according to some polls, a majority of black people have said they prefer the term African American. But the issue is far from settled.
I prefer to be called African American because African American reflects the true nature of my cultural heritage.
And I think it's better for you to be called black. What's wrong with that? There's different black. There's black Africans. There's black West Indians, you know. Black is beautiful. That's what I have to say.
I'm an American, whether I'm a black American or what, don't make any difference. I'm just an American.
You had the caucus in the election, they kept calling him Greek American, so being that every black person over here has African heritage, you know, you should be called African American.
Editorials in both black and white publications generally supported the call to use African American. The New York Times called it healthy archaeology, arguing that blacks may now feel comfortable enough in their standing as citizens to adopt the family surname American, and their first name, African, conveys a pride in cultural heritage that all Americans cherish. Said the Chicago Defender, as the world continues to shrink, Americans who speak to their Africanness with the African American title will likely find the cultural, education, and economic relationship with others much smoother. Opinion also varied among the guests we interviewed in our special Black History Month series.
I always thought that Afro-American or African-American was the appropriate designation. And there is some beneficial effects in acknowledging the reality, the African heritage and the American presence. But that's not the critical issue. The critical issue is gaining power.
I believe that it is important for us as a people to think that we are connected to the world. Because the African diaspora was for real. We were sent to different parts of the world.
Well, naturally, it's our heritage.
Now, hold on. Now, see what I'm saying? See, FBA, ADOS, and indigenous, that's just a little tribe. See, this sister just said we need to be connected to the world. Black power is a global statement, okay? And so black power is the unification of blacks across the globe. You see what I'm saying? Now what you gonna be? A little tribe stuck in the box called America that you don't even own, that your goddamn, children's children gonna have to suffer in as far as, the economics, the school system, the prison system, teenage pregnancy, all that shit. You see what I'm saying? That these FBA dudes and ADOS dudes can't control, okay? And so, you need a global statement. You need a global unifying force, and that's black power. That's Pan-Africanism. Okay? I know this new to some of y'all ears because y'all used to hearing xenophobic statements from people like, you know, Jason Black and the goddamn Tariq and Yvette and all them crazy ass people. Just look sickly. Look sickly. And Tariq just looked like a con man. Okay? Just a straight up con man. Okay? Period. I mean, just straight up and down, this man a con man. Okay? Yeah, I just seen him on, you know, when Christmas, this nigga around all his white people or whatnot, his family white people. He the only black dot in there. I mean, man, let me keep running this video. Thumb up the video, like the video.
But all of us here are really educated and exposed to American life. So is that we really are, we have to dig back for this ancestry. I mean, I'm not an African.
It's a very complicated question. So rather than argue over it, let's not give up black. Let's not give up Africa. So in all the work that I do, the essays I write, I use both interchangeably.
For more on the story, we turn now to 4 other people with different views. Kwame Ture is an organizer with the All African People's Revolutionary Party, a group attempting to politically unite African people living in 113 countries all over the world. It was his call for black power in 1966, when he was known as Stokely Carmichael, that catapulted the term black into popular usage. Leon Winter is a copy editor for the Wall Street Journal, and last week wrote an article that appeared on the journal's op-ed page called "This African American Still Feels Black." J. Bruce Llewellyn is a businessman who owns the 8th largest Coca-Cola bottling company in the country. He also owns television station WKBW, an ABC affiliate in Buffalo. Ramona Edlin is president of the National Urban Coalition. She proposed the name change at the Chicago meeting of black leaders last December. And to you, Ms. Edlin, the current initiative is largely your brainchild. Why is it important to use that term and not black?
Charlene, we have an opportunity to renew values such as mastery and learning, the importance of the family, unity, which is of the utmost importance right now, at a time when our children couldn't be in more distress and turmoil, when we face a new century, and it's up to us to be sure that the problem of the 21st century is not also the problem of the color line, as Du Bois prophesied in 1903 this century would be.
But how does African American affect all of that?
Well, we see, going back to African cultural ties to the land base that is our mother as crucial in this process. And what I'm hoping is that we can recreate some of the spirit of the movement years, particularly for the children, by going back to values which were stripped systematically from us, as we all know, when we were enslaved for 250 years in this nation.
Mr. Winter, you
see what she said? See? So that's just a disingenuous, just a lame excuse to say we ain't no Africans because we don't know the language and we don't know. That shit was stripped from us, okay? But all we need to know is we Africans, that we not from America. Period. That's all we really need to know. We can build on all 50 damn 4 countries in Africa wherever we want to be. Ain't no largely we came from no West Africa. These niggas act like they went over there. Are you West African? You a Khan? You Guy and you Himba? Then them the ones they took. Nah, nigga, they was taking whoever. You had like cousins wasn't visiting family members and see they lame. That's a cardboard straw man argument. Okay? So don't listen to these Negroes. Let me go.
Don't want to change from black.
No, well, I don't disagree that it is important for us to be cognizant of where we come from and the depth of our history that began before slavery. I just don't see the particular need in calling for renewal of the movement to leapfrog over the 400 odd years of history and of proud accomplishments that we can point to and indeed need to reacquaint our children with here in this country first. So I believe that it is important to teach the children and to, in general, imbue Black America with the knowledge of where it comes from, but to focus this effort on claiming what is ours here as Americans, which is the country that we are citizens of and where we pay our taxes.
Mr. Llewellyn, you prefer the term American.
Well, I guess in all of my years on this earth, I've been called about 5 or 6 different things. I've been called black. I've been called Afro-American. Now we're talking about African-American. I've been called Negro. I've been called colored. And what strikes me as a continuous theme or theorem in all of this is the fact that we never have been called full citizens of the United States of America. And what I'd like to see accomplished once and for all is that we are considered as full citizens and have all the rights and privileges.
See, nakmeezy, you ain't a full citizen, so you a gatekeeper of some shit that you ain't even a part of.
There too. All I see is that people in Russia, people